Let's continue today's lesson with past participles as modifiers and adjectives in ing. John is interested. The story is interesting. Please notice the use of past participles and ing forms of verbs. Sentence A. The story interests John. In this sentence, the story acts as the subject while John acts as the object. Sentence B. The story is interesting. This describes the story. Sentence C. John is interested. Interested describes John. In sentence B and C, interesting and interested function as adjectives. They function as adjectives. In sentence B, interesting describes the story, which is the subject of sentence A. Thus, ing forms describe logical subjects. In sentence C, interested describes John, which is the object of sentence A. Thus, past participles describe logical objects. Ing describe logical subjects, while past participles describe logical objects. The story is interesting means that the story interests someone. John, for example. That is, the story is interesting to someone. John is interested means that something, in this case the story, interests John. That is, John is interested in something. So the story is interesting, the subject ing, and John is interested, object, past participles. Here are some notes. The sentences of this frame that contain a past participle are very similar to a passive sentences. Here is an example. In past participle used as an adjective, it says, the dish is broken. While in the passive sentence, it says, the dish was broken by John. The sentence, the dish was broken, can be interpreted either way. In one case, broken is like an adjective which describes the condition of the dish. The dish was broken. In Bahasa Indonesia, you can say, piring itu rusak. But in other interpretation, the sentence is passive and it reports an event. Someone broke the dish. In Bahasa Indonesia, you can say piring itu dirusak or dipecahkan oleh John. Someone broke the dish, so it can be interpreted either way. Many past participles and ing forms can be used in front of nouns in the same way as ordinary adjectives. John is interested. He is an interested person. So interested can be used in front of nouns like ordinary adjectives to describe the noun. The story is interesting. It is an interesting story. In can also be used in front of nouns. The excited people were listening to an exciting speech. Excited is the past participle form. Exciting is the ing forms, and both of them can be placed in front of nouns in the same way as ordinary adjectives. Now, let's practice with exercise 4.